Today's video is gonna be my video game collection. I specifically have an Xbox One, but I do have some backwards compatible games. So let's get straight into it, I guess. First up, Dead Space, a classic survival horror game. An action survival horror, I guess. Very interesting conceptually. I've heard that this is the best Dead Space game, although I cannot know for sure because it's the only one that I've played myself. But I love the ragdoll mechanics in this game. Very, very good. And genuinely scary, at least for me. I can't play it at night, except I have before when I wanted to be scared. Next, I'll do Tomb Raider Underworld. This is the only, well, I was gonna say classic Tomb Raider game that I've played, but this one isn't really classic, is it? I love this game. The puzzles are very simple, easy to figure out, very my speed. And I like that you don't really have to aim. I don't know if the outfits, like all the extra outfits, come with this game or if I purchased them or not. Can't remember, it's been so long since I got it. But I love all the different outfits. And my favorite enemies in this are the lizards in that temple. I've played this game in completion one time, but I've revisited it many times because it's such a good, easy to digest game. It's also pretty easy in general as well. I adore Shadow Laura. Her design is so cool looking. I love the black leather. And if you've ever seen Veronica Mars, that dream that Duncan has of Veronica being like mean to him while what's her name? I don't know, Duncan's baby mama, the one that is in a coma. You know that outfit she's wearing in that dream? Very, very Shadow Laura vibes. But moving on, before I show you my Xbox One games, I've got a list here for me not to forget. what games I have just purchased through the Xbox store and don't actually have a physical copy of, and they are as follows. Silent Hill. I wonder what was on there. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Silent Hill 2 and 3 and Silent Hill Homecoming, Tomb Raider either 2013 or 2014, I'm not sure, and Skyrim. So now let's get into my Xbox One games, starting with Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Not my favorite. I prefer Rise of the Tomb Raider over this, but sadly I got rid of it before it became backwards compatible, so I don't have it anymore. But this game is serviceable. I like the outfits. The graphics, of course, are really good. The mechanics of her hair, very nice, but I feel like this is like 80% cutscenes and like 2% combat, so I don't really rock with it. But like I said, it's serviceable. You know, it was semi-enjoyable the first time that I played it. I think the coolest thing about this game is the cover, sadly. And honestly, the combat in this game is not all that great. I prefer the mechanics of the first game. Like, it's like almost arcade-like, you know, it's very simple. There's a whole bunch of people, and you gotta kill them all. But in this game, we almost have to be, like, strategic, and I don't like that, you know? I want to turn my brain off and fight bad guys. I don't want to think too much. But something that I have more positive things to say about is Borderlands: The Handsome Collection. I have only fully played Borderlands 2, but I'm working on a playthrough of the pre-sequel, which, if you don't know, this contains Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel. I used to own Borderlands, just plain old Borderlands, the first one, but I didn't like it, and got rid of it. I love the character design in this game, both of them. The color palette options of the outfits, very simple, but an effective way of feeling more in control of your character, like, you know, the way they look. And I, of course, for Borderlands 2, played as the Siren, and I'm not sure in the pre-sequel what she's called, but I like I know she has, does she wear a cowgirl hat? I'm not sure. I need to get back into that playthrough, but whatever her name is. The next game is a really good one, and that is Doom. I love this game. Talking about an arcade style game, this is it. Which, you know, of course it would be paying homage to the arcade Doom games. And it even does have, like, they're not secret, but it has the, you know, those rooms that you enter, and it has, like, the old-timey arcade music, which I assume is, like, playing in the original Doom, and, like, the old-timey graphics and whatnot, like, which I believe are from, no, I think I'm wrong. I was gonna say Nintendo 64, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this game's like super interesting. I love the enemy design. Keeps the game feeling super fresh, even though you are doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. But that's what I like about it. You know, it's like, you get to just like shoot shit, and it's fun. I have yet to fully complete this game, but I'm working on it. Next, a classic. Well, a classic franchise. Mortal Kombat XL. Great to play with friends. Super great game. I feel sad that it doesn't have Jade, but other than that, I love the game. I love playing as Tanya, although I'm not as good at her as I am at Melina, who of course is and always has been my main, because I like that her color is pink. And I don't ever play as Ethereal. Usually I go with Ravenous, but Piercing is okay too. And in the past, the only time that I've played as Ethereal is when I'm playing with friends and I kind of just want to mess with them and, like, of course use her, like, teleport moves at inconvenient times. But I don't personally have, like, a strategic game plan with Piercing the way that I do with, Ethereal. The way that I do with Piercing and Ravenous. And I don't like any of Katana's outfits in this game, unfortunately. Next, I of course have Mortal Kombat 11. I do not and will not get Mortal Kombat 1 because I hate the mandatory tag team stuff. I think it's a nice feature in Mortal Kombat 9 as an option, but to have to play as a team, no, not my thing. Mortal Kombat 11, I really like. I like the character design aspect, having control of, you know, like the different aspects, especially as Katana. I think her fans really do change the vibe of your experience playing as her. The masks, of course, with like basically every character. And her size. No, that's built in with the fan. What am I thinking of? She's got her fans, her mask. I know Melina, she has her size. I bought her. I don't know. What's Katana's third thing? She has fans, a mask. It's not her heels. That's Sindel. Gosh, I don't know. I guess it's not that important. I still can't figure it out, so I'm just gonna move on. Next, we've got another horror game. The First Evil Within. This, I got too scared and had to stop playing. Well, not really scared, frustrated. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out, but once you get into that, I guess like asylum place or like hospital, I think it's a hospital, because there's like the IV drip bags, and there are those invisible things, you know, like I could never figure out how to get past there because they're invisible and you can see their feet, right? And they like move things, so then you shoot at them because you know where they are, but then like every single time that I did that, they would end up killing me. It's like, I don't know. I've mentioned that I'm not very strategic, so maybe I just should have taken the time to figure out what to do, but I didn't want to. And since, you know, rage quitting, essentially, I have not revisited this game. But I do like it. Although, I don't really care for the premise all that much. I think it would have been much more interesting had it been, like, real, you know? Plus, it's the monsters being, like, what's the word? Since they're, like, a byproduct of, like, things that, like, happened to, like, who was it? The little girl or whatever? I don't know. It's, like, they're copying Silent Hill. You know how Silent Hill monsters are the physical embodiment of, like, different traumas that people have, you know? And I feel like they kind of took inspiration from Silent Hill in that way. Anyways, Next up, we've got The Evil Within 2, which is too hard, and I did not play more than like a couple hours of. Yeah, I put it on due to a YouTuber recommending this. I put it on regular, or like maybe the one above that. I don't know what this game calls their difficulty levels, but I put it on the one that was meant to be a little challenging, and it really was challenging. More challenging than it's meant to be, probably. So if I play this game again, it'll be on easy, because I'm just not good at games like this. Yeah, especially because it's open worlds and you can actually make bad decisions. I'm much better at games that are like, you know, here you are, you're at point A, now get to point B, and kill people on the way there. But this, since you have to decide what point B is, you know, it's too hard for me. Far too much room for error. Okay, this is the second to last game. Well, technically not, but the last thing is this Bioshock collection. It's got Bioshock, Bioshock Infinite, and Bioshock 2. I've only played a bit of the first Bioshock, and it's a bit clunky for my taste. It's good, but it's strange. Also, I'm just now realizing I left out Fallout 4 when I was saying the games that I had just purchased through the Xbox store, so whoops. I also have Fallout 4. And this kind of reminds me of that. Like, there's just something about it that is unappealing to me, but I want to give it another try. And I bet that Bioshock Infinite and Bioshock 2 are better, although I don't know, of course, in the sense that they probably fixed the clunky mechanics, or at least I would hope so. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing.